I had a good feeling about the start of the season. I knew that the time for me was going to be good, and I felt ready to start the season. I had a little bit of a blip post lockdown, but I knew that with obviously the players that we brought in and the quality that we had in training, that it was going to be a good start to the season. And obviously it's nice for that to come off, but I don't think you can ever plan for how you're going to feel or how it's going to be, obviously, when you first get called up for your country. And for me, I've thought about that for a long time, and I've worked extremely hard, obviously to get here, and for it to finally, be here and me sat here talking to you now. It's something that I have thought long and hard about and dreamed of for a long time. Listen, it was a disappointing season last season, but the way we've started this season is exactly how we would have wanted to start. And I keep saying the same thing. It's important not to get carried away. We're still learning each other's game, and I think it's a case of just take that same old one, taking every game as it comes. And obviously, as a club, the ambition is always to finish in Europe and finish as high up as possible. So for me, since I joined Everton, that ambition has not changed. Whereas now, it feels like there's been a little bit of a momentum shift and a change in, mentality, and we really believe that we can, kick on now this season.
You'll have seen that Tammy Abraham and Ben Chilwell and Jadon Sancho have been kept away from the squad after they breached the coronavirus rules. Look, as a player yourself, do you have any sympathy with them and other players that have fallen foul of the rules like this?
It's a difficult time, and them boys, they've apologised, and that's first and foremost what they needed to do. But we all obviously understand what it means to play for the country, and that you have to remember that at all times. And it's a tough situation, but like I say, they've apologised, so you have to move on.
What's Gareth Southgate said to you and the rest of the squad about this and about the coronavirus laws and the responsibility you guys have?
We had a welcome meeting yesterday, and he just kind of reminded us what it means and the expectations of playing for England, and you have to be extra careful and follow the rules. And like I say, it's a unique time at this moment in time, and we always have to be extra attentive to those rules, and that's obviously the way it is when you're representing your country.
Thanks, Dominic. Look, whenever a new striker comes into the England camp, they have to line up somewhat behind the captain and the talisman of the squad, Harry Kane. I mean, you've trained with him today. What can you learn from him?
I'm always learning, and he's been scoring goals for a long period of time, and he kind of broke in to the Premier League and hit the ground running around a similar age to what I am now. So for me, he's got a lot of things to his game that I can learn from and add to my game. And he is where he is for a reason. He works extremely hard, and he's got great ability, and he scores goals. So for me, as a player coming into the team, it's nice to get up close and personal, and and see how he operates on a daily basis.
Last one from me for now. If the Euros had happened this summer, you wouldn't have been there. But there's been a year's delay to the Euros. It's going to be summer 2021. Does that give you a hope and a belief that you can be there with England?
Absolutely. It's a season to progress and kick on and score more goals and keep performing consistently. And, so far, the start of the season, my performances have got me here now. So, like I say, consistency is key, and there's no reason why if I stay consistent, I believe that I'd like to think that I'd be in with a chance, in playing in the Euros, which is obviously something and a place where I would want to be. I actually didn't speak to them too much about it. It was more just excitement and congratulations, really, when obviously I first found out. But I know from previously that it's you've got the nation, you're carrying the nation and the country on your shoulders, so it comes with great pressure and great responsibility. But I think that I'm here now, and I believe that I'm capable of holding that and playing well.
Are you expecting any change of level in terms of what happens on the pitch between this and Premier League football?
I've not played my first game yet, but I'm just looking forward to it and excited just to get on the pitch and put the England shirt back on. The last time I put it on was for the 21s, over a year ago. So I'm just excited to get going, and I'm sure that for me the Premier League is the best league in the world. So I'm playing there consistently well at the moment. So I've got no fears in going and playing for England.